I'm working on this monitor actuator, and this is one of those times when the metric system really shines and is very useful. Like in this case, I built this this prototype here of a monitor actuator, and I designed it in centimeters, and then drew it down into scale into millimeters so I could put it on paper, and that way I could calculate where the pivot points would be and the length of the rod and that kind of thing, so that I could have this this monitor arm be somewhat horizontal beside a chair, and then when the actuator opens it up, it brings it up into the full height, and you're sitting beside it here, and then the monitor arm can swing around and become in front of you there. And so I needed to figure out what this length of this rod would be right here, and where the pivot points would be. So I just drew it to scale using the metric system in millimeters, and then I used a compass to draw the radiuses and figure out where this point, the axis of this point, and the axis of this point, where they would intercept. And it turns out it's exactly right here. And so I attached this length of rod here so that I get this actuation. And now all I need to do, I can make this in aluminum or metal, and I'm going to have a linear actuator and a gas spring push up on this, and to control and tuck away the monitor when it's not being used. But that's a good, this is a perfect example of how convenient the metric system is when you're trying to do something like this and quickly you can convert it over millimeters to centimeters or whatever, just moving a decimal point. You can get it into a workable format to easily solve the problem. And so I just use a metric tape measure to measure these points in centimeters, convert it to millimeters, and I can put it on paper, and it's not a huge thing. So there you go. I'll show you the next step is I've got it made in metal, and be working on that prototype soon.